Alright, I worked down at Mom and Dad's for that little bit. Now I'm home and I'm fixing to mow my back. I'm hot and I'm tired, and today is so still. There is not any kind of wind today. I am sweating, but we're almost done. I started and then Dustin got here and he's finished. Walk around here to this back wall. All this, I guess, needs to be torn apart. Here. I just told Dad he could use this for skirting on his new house. He keeps saying I'm going to come get it, but I don't need any more metal. It's called a star. Dustin, that board is another one that's buried and I couldn't get it. It's almost done, just a few more pieces. Alright, I worked down at Mom and Dad's for that little bit. Now I'm home and I'm fixing to mow my backyard. I can't stand to walk out here, and we've had these high humid days with these little slight rain chances on and off, and I can't work. I just can't work in grass that's wet and touching my legs and stuff. So that's just the me thing. I don't like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and mow. Hopefully my yard's not wet, too wet to mow. Hopefully. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, we came home for a bit. We got done taking all that wall down. I know I'm still a little black right here, but it's okay. It's going away. What was I gonna say? Oh, Daddy went to get Chinese for lunch. And I had a notice that a package had been delivered. I'd ordered some pillows, just bed pillows. I took that bed that was in the RV or the camper house, the little cottage. It was that fold up kind of bed, you know, the kind that like literally the frame folds and then it rolls. It's kind of old fashioned. I don't know if I don't know, maybe you can still buy them, I don't know. But it folds up like a hot dog, you know, like a taco. The mattress is in it. The mattress is in it is a memory foam. It's not very thick. But I was going to just roll it just the way it was into the mudroom and leave it stacked, you know, just over in the corner. And then I got to thinking, you know what? I'm just going to put it back in Levi's room. I'm going to put it in Levi's room as a bed. So I didn't have to store it. And we already got rid of the one chair. Connor took the one chair. So I moved Levi's lazy boy chair over to the corner. And then I opened that bed up. Alright, it's all mowed. I need to use my push mower in between the rose bushes. Or maybe the weed eater. I got it all mowed. I've got my plant sprayed. No, I didn't talk about it. I was going to talk about it and I didn't. But these little red ant, they're not ants, but they look like long, skinny red ants, but with legs, like spider-looking legs. I don't know what the bug is. I'm sure somebody out there in video world knows what the bug is. I don't know what the bug is called. I just know that it's eating the heck out of my vegetables, plants. It's like my leaves, some of my leaves I've had to break off. I've already seen where they've bored some kind of one of those borer bugs has bored into like the vine of one of my squash plants. So I've got my squash plants kind of standing up against, I don't know if y'all can't see that from here, but I pulled some of them and leaned them up and stuck some sticks behind them to keep them on like kind of standing, more standing than laying. At least until I got this all sprayed and could maybe kill whatever bugs are doing the damage. My garden looks pretty. I've picked 2 squash and 2 cucumbers so far off of it. And there's tomatoes. I could probably pick some. You know, I'm a real big green tomato person, so. But there are some of these tomato plants that don't even have a flower on them, and I don't quite get that. I don't know what that's about. They don't even have flowers. So I might need to Google and see what the heck is the deal with no flower. If it's because of the shade, I'm gonna be so mad at myself, because that's what I was worried about, that they were getting too much shade. And I mean, some of them flowered, but my squash has lots of flowers. My cucumbers, well, my squash does too, but my cucumbers are loaded with flowers. But my tomato plants have had very few flowers. It's nothing like what I'm used to, so don't quite know if that's because of the shade or not. Anyway, I've picked up some of these. I didn't pick them all up. There's a cluster of stuff right there. It's big, and I didn't feel like picking it up. I just didn't feel like doing it, but I did get the stuff that was there and got mowed. And you can see how flat that is right there. That's going to be a perfect place for the new coop when I get going on it. It's going to be perfect. Can't wait to get started at the same time. I'm just like, oh yeah, right here in the middle of the heat, right in the middle of the summer. I would like to mow the chicken yard too, but I can't do that when they're all out, and I've already done that door, so I'm just gonna let it be. The only way I could stop is to unhook the door and, like, for one more night, get them all in and lock it, and then the next morning don't let them out, and go in there and mow. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to mess with it. The grass on the other side of where the new fence is going to be, right there, it's going to hook to, y'all already know, it's going to hook right there to the end of the chicken yard, and it's going to go all the way across, attach right there at the corner of the fort, and then there'll be a small gate down there. So I'll have a big gate in the middle for driving, and I'll have a small walk-through gate down at the end of the fort, between the fort and the fence between mine and Tony's walk-through. So that whole area back there, since I'm not mowing it, is so high and so thick. I keep it mowed down the fence line, like between mine and Tony's. I always make 2 passes that way, but I haven't done anything else in a while in it, and so now it's really, really high. I really do need to raise my lawnmower up on a high level and at least cut the tops out of all that mess, so I can get back there and start taking them fences down when it's time. Otherwise, I'm going to be walking in knee-high grass. Anyway, I'm happy with the yard. It looks really pretty. I love my garden. I just wish I could get rid of the bugs. And there's a spray right there called Bee Safe or Bee something, so it's not harmful to the bees, but it does get rid of the other kind of little bugs. So hopefully that works. I used it last year. I really don't think it works very good. I would rather throw 7 Dust on everything, but I think 7 Dust might keep the bees away too, and I don't want the bees not to be here. So you gotta look for, you gotta look for other ways. And I don't know, I just think those kinds of sprays that don't have strong bug killer won't do the job you need it to do. But I sprayed them. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna go in and get something to drink and take a shower. So I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. God bless. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.